So, hi, we're joining you with another virtual podcast. We are trying to be sane during the time of troubles. Hope we become the bridge over troubled waters so that we can keep you entertained. We have two usual suspects along with me, makes it three. Dumi and Surit. Hi, and the tech guy who's on mute this time. Thank God for that. Uh, So, what we suggest to do is to talk about what we have been doing during quarantine, self quarantine, and
Yep.
social distancing, and basically to see what others are up to, see what their experiences are like. Tell us what you experienced during your social distancing period, so that we can relate to the stories. Uh, that's basically it. So we are the two guys. Let's see what they have been up
Yeah. So, well, I'll be honest. Honestly, I was gonna speak about the experiences of others because, like, uh, I've had some people. Like, I've had a lot of people complain to me saying that they are feeling suicidal and shit.
to.
And like they're not. Yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly. Again, I don't think they were like 100% serious, but like I think they are getting there, is what they said. But like yeah, a lot of people are not doing well at all with the whole social distancing thing, unfortunately. um, and I observe, I mean, I can think of a couple of reasons why that is. I think Dumi, you and I talked about this a few days ago. But okay, so let me start with what I've been up to. Yeah, when the curfew was imposed for about a week, I
Hmm.
obviously, like everyone else, I had a number of plans, but unfortunately, only a few of them worked out the way I had planned it. So one plan was to start working out again at home. That didn't work out
Before
at all.
I think before that, the audience need to know that out of the three guys here, Surit
Hmm.
is the one who's most prepared. So
Yep.
for
Yep. Yep.
apocalyptic incident, Surit is the one who's most prepared, has the shelter and the whole shebang. So
Who's laughing now, Bishers, is what I have to say. Who's laughing now?
I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing.
Aha!
So,
But the weird thing is, I wasn't like obviously preparing for this. I wasn't preparing for a what endemic. I was epidemic. I wasn't preparing for this. I wasn't preparing for Corona. I was preparing for like so basically I started becoming paranoid after the attacks that happened last year, and then kind of
you mean the Easter eggs?
create. Hmm?
You mean you
Sorry.
started getting paranoid after Easter attacks?
Yes. But it
But
was a
we
couple of
all three
months.
of us were together then.
No. So not. It's not like immediately after. What I'm saying is not at the moment it happened, but like
Right.
once it happened. Okay, as we speak, one of my friends who was suicidal is messaging me and saying, "Okay, what? Okay, so she has finished watching like all the seasons of Breaking Bad, and she doesn't know what to do with her life anymore."
I'm
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this person. She can start watching Narcos, by the way. It's pretty good. But
Okay, I'll tell her that. Anyway, so
Narco
yeah,
is
back to
good.
the story. So yeah, so it's not like I was paranoid immediately, but I thought like, I mean, like I said, I had a little time in my hands, so I decided I should make this sort of like a safe room where my old garage is.
that's a shelter, not a safe room.
Sorry,
That's a
So
shelter, not a safe room.
I
he's
couldn't hear you,
trying.
Mother. Not a safe room. It's a
It's
what?
a shelter. It's a shelter.
Ah, right. Yeah, it's a shelter. Yeah, fine. Okay, it's a shelter. Fine. God, do me getting technical as always. Hurry. So the
I have
shelter,
someone has.
yes, it wasn't a big deal. It was I mean, okay, there was kind of like a small foundation for it anyway. So all I had to do was kind of like clean it up a bit and then like dorak him dala. May like product, just to make it a place where people can actually live in case of an emergency. And like a few days later, I went and bought some like canned goods and stuff. Not a lot, obviously, just some like baked beans and the baked beans you get in the cans, and some corn and some cornflakes and some energy bars. And
So anyone who's paranoid, you should know where should it live, first of all.
No,
Second of
then
all,
no,
you know the
do not
that
menu.
only
do not
has like
do not
four
disclose
people
my
space.
location, please. Yeah, I mean,
No,
it's just very
but
small
now
area.
people know what needs to be expected with regards to the menu. Okay.
But so obviously, like, but clearly no one's living there in the shelter now. What I did was I moved all the canned goods, and I gave them to my parents, since they're handling the food. It's their department, and I mean, they're much better at like handling that than me, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I kind of gave all the stock of food that I had to my parents. So like surviving with some of that and some of the stuff that they had also. Yeah. By the way, I honestly have no idea what's happening to like all the homeless people and like people who like usually live on streets, the beggars and stuff.
Oh
Don't know
yeah,
what is
so
that happening.
no, I mean, as much as the police can, they've been helping like each
Mm.
police, because they have cooks anyways, and for them to like
They've
eat and all
been
that,
they've been
they've been
handing out
donating.
food and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So as much as they can, they be doing that. But as far as I know, there's no like a proper guidance from the government saying that this is what they are doing or whatever. I don't know. That's up until now, what I've checked on the news. That's the whole story. But I don't know if the government has taken initiative to treat the homeless people at a shelter or whatever. Maybe they can
Right.
come to your shelter.
Yeah, sure.
No,
I
but
too I'll be homeless then. They'll have a home and I'll be homeless.
as you always say.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
no,
now
but
we
interesting.
got okay.
No,
Okay.
but
Yeah, we
interesting
got
that you were
side.
saying about
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, we got sidetracked a bit. Hari. So yeah, working out was one thing I wanted to do, but the working out never worked out. Wanted
You were
to.
never the working out.
All
Yeah.
It was not working out.
everyone wants to work
Working
out
out.
when there's a
Working
pandemic.
out did not work out.
Exactly. So I also wanted to catch up with some of the books that I bought at this book sale last year. That I managed to finish one book. Actually, I managed to reread one book that I had already read before. So that was all good. And what else? I managed to do some. I finally found some time to do some songs, do some covers. So that was fun. That's about it actually. Watched a couple of podcasts again on YouTube. Honestly, couldn't watch a lot of movies. I just started watching. It's actually yesterday that I started watching a movie for the first time after the curfew. So yeah, that's the update from my end. So how has it been for you guys, Chaturanga?
So I have been working. I have work. So I've been traveling. I can travel. I have been okay. And I start, but there is this problem of me not falling asleep in the night. I don't know why. So I'm up in the night.
Now
So
this
I've
takes
been
me back to that episode where Chaturanga wanted to speak about sleeping patterns and
Sleep patterns. Yeah.
yeah.
it's all connected.
It's all
Okay.
It's all
connected. I
correct.
told you. I prophesized this. You did not listen.
You think you're John?
I know nothing.
Hello.
So yeah, basically I have a small problem in that department. So I've been watching like TV series and all of that. I started watching The Last Ship again. I had watched it up until like season 4 or something, but I started watching it from the top. I actually started like I told both of you actually about thinking of working out, but obviously you can't run or jog in the morning. So I started doing like little things at home, like like
Mm.
10-minute
Sure.
workouts or whatever.
Mm.
Apart from work, so yeah, I started the broadcast list, sending people like information and stuff, and all these little electronic devices at home that I can like that are broken and that I can make. I've been doing that. Apart from that, yeah, I've just sort of kept myself busy is what I'm trying to say. Like I've kept on doing shit so that I'm kept my work schedule going. And that's about
Yeah.
it.
But I mean, out of the three of us, you've been the most bored though. I don't know. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
I know. I feel like I'm bored, but I'm also like, if I look back at the day, I've done quite a lot. Maybe more than what I do on like normal days, but I also feel like, maybe because of the messages I'm getting, and when I talk to people, they're like, oh my god, I have nothing to do.
Do you
That sort
miss
of.
work? Do you miss going to work, physically being there at office?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
So like there was some. Did you guys see that video of a guy basically requesting his bosses to open their office so that he can go and work there? There was some random
Really?
bugger. Did you all see that video?
No.
So this was like 2 days after the curfew was imposed.
Right.
This random bugger made a video requesting he went live actually and requested
Oh,
his
wow.
bosses that he requested the bosses to open office again because he was bored at home and he really wanted to get back to office and start working. Really,
Okay.
So
complete employee,
I think if you can send the video, if you have it to Jeevaka, he should be able to put it up for us to
I
see.
don't have it at the moment.
If they didn't have copyright infringement, but yeah, probably yes. But no, it's interesting about work that you said, because I mean, obviously we all work from home these days, and for me,
Do
the
we?
realization that I've come through, at least I do. I have I have deadlines to I have deadlines to match. But in terms of TT Gandhar, but anyways, but I realized throughout these days,
This meeting has been upgraded by the host and the host.
I like the host.
Is the host. Okay, the Holy Ghost.
Okay, I have no idea. Is it recording, right? Okay. So,
is it recording still?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. The Holy Ghost is upon us, among us.
So the realization that I came to be is that the basic work that you do is emails, calls, and texts. That's it. Come to think of it, you go to work, that's all you do. There's nothing more. There's the only other part of our day-to-day work would be managing our team, as in you do this and you do this, and this is something that we need to dig into, and personal growth, training stuff, training people and all that. That's aside. But in terms of our day-to-day stuff that we carry out, that's always emails, calls, and texts. That's it.
Yeah, when you say
you would agree, right?
You mean the 4 of us, right? 5 of us.
Yeah, the 3 of us. Yeah. There's 5.
Well, 5.
Can't count. Stop trying to work out. Start on numbering. 1 is
1, 2,
2, 3,
4. Hatarai. Jeevakath ekka hatarai.
Mama calling you, the Holy Ghost is amongst us.
The ghost.
Holy Ghost. Kita
So, hey, give me a second, guys. You all continue. I'll come back. You all continue.
Yeah, you were saying.
So what I was saying was like what I've been trying to do throughout the whole working from home and the whole curfew thing is that I have a routine. Like I always watch 2 movies a day. That's a must. So while working, I'll have it on the side. I'll rewatch the things that I've been watching. I think The Martian was the last movie that I watched today, which is pretty good. So anyone who has not watched Martian should go watch Martian. Uh, but I've been reading. I showed it to these guys. I've been reading the book. I mean, it's pretty good. And so what I've been trying to do is to have like commonality throughout my days so that I don't get bored. So I think we had this conversation so that people actually don't understand the meaning of, I mean, living with yourself, social distancing.
Yeah. No, I think, the main problem is people have always been so preoccupied with their jobs. And,
I think, preoccupied, plus they've relied on others to entertain them as well. I mean, we live in a world where social media is, constantly at the move, and you can go from watching a cat video to the bomb blast or something happening with Donald Trump doing crazy shit. But yeah, so that's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, it seems to me like a lot of people have not been having time before this whole period of quarantine to spend with themselves. It's always been like, I guess, like you said, they've been looking for not just attention, but like they've been looking for interaction and
Interaction.
all interaction and attention and all the above from external parties, basically. And that
Yeah.
and that can be your office, your friends, your colleagues, whatever it is.
Whichever that you can be.
It's, I guess, the people, well, I guess the introverts anyway. I mean, it's nothing new to them, I guess.
No.
I mean, introverts, I mean, I don't even need to mention that. So, I mean, the word says it all, introverts, right? I'm pretty sure they're having a good time, and then, like having a good laugh at the extroverts as well. You know how, with their
But
situation.
I mean, I know a couple of introverts who are actually like losing their mind in terms of. I mean, they call themselves introverts. I don't know whether they are introverts or not. I'm not judging them or anything. My friends who normally practice social distancing doesn't like to practice it so much more. Now you need to talk to someone other than your family because you know I don't know. It's. I think it's what I think we all three of us did this the Maslow's hierarchy of need, where I mean the epitome of Maslow's hierarchy of need is so like self-actualization. But what you mean by self-actualization is the what means to say is that okay, what do I like as a person? I myself, what do I like? What do I like doing in my free time? I think that's self-actualization to me. I mean, what do you like is the biggest question that people should ask themselves during this time. Because what you like in terms of working out or reading a book or watching a movie, that's what the social protocol dictates. I mean, you being wanting to working out could be for the reason that you are out of shape and you have to get into shape, and I have a bunch of free time. I need to start working out. That's separate to okay, look here, there is an Instagram story going out saying that you need to do 15 push-ups in 15 seconds. So I need to bloody start working out. I need to keep on this trend of doing dips and all that. That's not so self-actualization. That's not doing stuff that you like. That's just doing. That's just relying on others to approve what you're doing in your free time. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I think I think the biggest reason that people came up with all these different challenges on Instagram was basically to keep themselves occupied, right, and their friends.
Yeah.
And that was the whole birthplace of all these Instagram challenges, like the push-ups thing that you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not opposed.
Which, by the way, I know about 5 people who has sprained their shoulders because of the push-ups thing. So.
No, I was really sad. No one tagged me yet on that. Like I was like, since I'm used to doing that, so
Okay.
it was
I'm not
what,
going to do it.
10. I'm gonna tag myself and just
I have been challenged by myself.
by the Holy Ghost.
I'm mentally challenged.
Self-actualization.
Jesus has spoken to me and asked me to do temple.
Jiva has spoken to me.
So yeah, that's the scene.
Yeah. So that's what we have been up to. Hmm. What do you hope
Any
to do
good
now since you don't know?
any good movies that you would recommend, Chaturang, to anyone? And
At the
what is your
moment,
recommendation
I
to
haven't
do?
watched.
As in,
I mean, it's some like we always complain about not having enough personal time and not having enough time to do things that develop you as a person when you're working. Right, that's the common excuse. Now you have been given ample time by God and Mother Nature, so I guess use it to sort of become better as a person. I guess like if it's working out that you want to do that. If it's cleaning your house, be safe but do that, stuff like that. If it's up to you, there's 100 things to do, but it's just that there is no point in sort of continuing to give excuses now also.
what do you mean to say
Yeah,
excuses?
it's boring. It has been a boring. Sorry.
What do you mean by excuses? What do you say excuses?
No, like what people usually say is, it's been we work so hard. We work from morning till evening, which is true. Lots of people do work from morning to evening, but we can make time. I mean, all three of us work very hard, but we make time. We meet up. We do whatever we want. But the thing is, a lot of people make that an excuse. I'm saying now you can't make that excuse because for a week you have been sitting at home. You know what I mean? So if you want to do something with the time you have, you can. If you want to, just sleep, become sleeping beauty, you can do that. I mean, no one is stopping you.
So,
Yeah.
so what is your goal? What is your goal? So, government. That's the news that I've got, and I'm not in any way affiliated with the government. So I have to say that disclaimer now. But the government has said that people who are in Colombo, Karutara, and the Gampaha, like the curfew is extended indefinitely. So, what is your goal in terms of getting through this period, and what do you help to become, or what you seek to become at the end of the curfew period?
Who are you asking me or
As you
sorry?
say, you, Chaturang.
What I hope to become. I mean, I don't see this as in terms of the curfew, in terms of the time that you spend at home. I don't see it as a huge burden or I mean, I won't be able to stay at home. I'm starting to go to work for a continuous week from Saturday, so I have just like 3 days. But uh, what I mean is, I don't see this as a huge deal. The curfew, just the curfew part. Like, uh, I mean, I saw this picture the other day, and I was thinking how true that picture was. Like, if you were at a social gathering, if I meet like a group of uh, 18, 19-year-olds at the moment, you would 100% see that they are actually socially distanced. They are maybe on their phone, or they are in their own
Yeah,
little, and now we complain when we are socially distanced, using force, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't see it as a huge deal. If people want to talk to other people, we are doing it right now. I get that the sort of the human aspect is not there through things like this, but uh, it's going to go away. It's not going to be forever. It's going to be for a limited time, hopefully, and that limited time will end soon, hopefully. But it's just going to be for a little while, and suck it up. What to do?
So, Surit, you want to add? What do you help to become, or what do you? So, I would put this as what are you gonna achieve from this opportunity of gift of time, as in. So, what I meant, Chaturanga, before was also like the tasks
sorry.
in office that we normally take about 8 hours to do could be done in 4 hours at home. Like
Sorry,
hands
I
down,
didn't hear you.
you can do it. Sorry. So what I
I didn't
meant
hear
to
you.
say was that like any task that we do at office, which takes
Yeah.
about 8 hours, is only taking 4 hours now because we are at home.
Yeah.
It's only taking half the time because that's how it is. We are distracted when we are at office because we have million other questions and million other problems to answer to, rather than just doing that particular thing. But now and at home, we don't have anything else to do, and we are just focused on one thing. So this, some might say that they've been gifted, the gift of time, as in they have free time now. So how are you gonna utilize these opportunities on it to, I don't know, maybe start working out tomorrow?
Yeah, so now initially I did kind of see it as a blessing also initially, but then like Chaturanga said, for me it hasn't been the biggest of deals. This like whole free time that I've been gifted, because I mean, you guys know already that like my work is anyway kind of flexible. So like it's not like I've had to like slave myself 24/7 because of my because of the work that I do. So
Okay.
this extra free time that I've got is
My
like
middle
it's
finger
just
says
like
hi. Both my middle fingers are saying hi to you right now.
Mine too.
Lucky peeps.
so now you all know what it's like to be me, basically. Welcome to my life. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't all. I mean, it wasn't like although I did see it as an opportunity for me to like catch up on some of the books that I had been missing out on. I do not. I'll be honest. I do. Like I'm a bit of a ambivert, I guess. There's a word like that, I think. Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
I'm a bit of both, right? Introvert and extrovert.
Ambivert.
So
Yeah.
I do miss, like going out, meeting friends, and like meeting the people at office and all that stuff. But also, I am taking my time to enjoy, like catching up with some of the books that I couldn't read earlier. Watching some of the things, some of the podcasts that I always wanted to. Like there were some, 4-5 hour long podcasts that I wanted to catch up on.
You've been
Which I've
thinking
been
it?
doing. Huh? The thinking.
You've been thinking it? You've been catching up on
It's doing
thinking
a
it?
sales pitch. Little.
Yeah, basically.
Podiega.
What is
I'm a sales guy anyways. Come on.
I honestly don't know what to recommend to other people to do with their time, but I think like Dumi said, this
I'm not
having
talking about recommending. I'm just talking about you. What do you
right.
need
So
to do?
what I'm hoping to continue doing is basically, I'm hoping to read a few more books. I'm hoping to watch a few more podcasts, maybe a few more movies, and that's pretty much it. Maybe I mean I wanted to start working out, so I'm definitely gonna start as soon as I can. And that's it. That's what I'm hoping to achieve during this time of curfew.
All right, nice. For me, it's always
Wonder how
about
Jiva is
learning.
doing.
Jivika is probably gonna continue to play that Fortnite game or whatever it is.
Fortnite, yeah. He's getting good at it. That's what he says.
Mhm. So I mean, like I'm pretty sure all the gamers and the introverts are having a pretty fantastic time. I mean,
Actually, no. We've
no,
always been like, I don't know about you guys, but I've always been an avid gamer. And no,
you have been.
Have you?
How did I not know
I
this?
I am.
But you haven't been gaming like online and stuff, have you?
I am. I always game.
No.
I'm just
We
not
are
posting
getting.
it on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just not posting it, but but yeah,
New
Jeevaka for
information.
sure have Jeevaka, yeah, we are getting to know each other better. Okay, curfew is helping us to go get to know each other. But Jeevaka for sure is doing some malicious activities for sure. The tech guy. You don't just call him the tech guy. But that's interesting. That's interesting insight from both of you all actually, because from what I've heard is just that you want to become better persons. I mean, as you define how better people would be, that's what you're trying to achieve. And so just wanted to shout out to all the people who are working right now. You are doing an amazing job. Who's stuck at work, who has been called essential services and all that. We are all helping you. You're not essential services, Chaturanga. You don't have to point yourself. Media has never been called an essential service, but
we are an essential component of democracy.
No, the government will not you. But no, yeah. I mean, people can not suggest. Suggestions would be people can just use this time to learn new things, learn new languages. You can learn French in 4 days on an app called Duolingo, and you can learn German or whatever it is, or you can start learning about what.
Hey, send me the link. I want to try learning a language. I want to learn.
I'll say it. But so you can actually Google and listen to podcasts. There is something called Stuff You Should Know by iHeartRadio. That's a good podcast that you can go and listen to. They have things about stuff about you can just listen to rather than just read. Like the First World War, what happened in First World War. Everyone knows that Second World War, there was Adolf Hitler and all of these guys and Pearl Harbor and all of that stuff, and Midway and all that. But First World War, what happened? Who is this Austrian prince that everyone was talking about, and why is he a linchpin and all that? So these are interesting things that you can actually learn about if you want to do that, or you can, if fitness is your thing, as you said.
I guess everyone has a unique way of coping with this alone time. I guess.
But
obviously different people have different interests, right?
Exactly,
there are the what you call people who are obsessed with working out, and like the gymaholics or whatever you call them. So those guys are probably working out from home. And then there are some people like the bookworms who like to read. So I'm pretty sure they are catching up on their books.
And
there are the gamers who are probably just continuing their life as usual. I don't think anything has changed for them at all.
No. But what I wanted to actually say was that people should take this time to actually understand what makes them happy and do that. Whatever it is, right? Whatever keeps them occupied, what they need to, what they like to do in free time. Whether it's sleeping, it's up to you. Like Chaturanga, if you want to sleep in your free time, we have no problem. No, Chaturanga. But if you want to sleep in your free time, that's up to you. That's
I think he just slept there. I think he just dozed off for like 3 seconds over there.
Yeah, just go.
But as you were talking, he was like,
Chaturanga listen to thinking at podcasts and sleeps. That's a good thing. That's achievement. But what I wanted to say was that if you actually take this time to reflect on yourself and understand what you do want to do in your free time, that's actually beneficial to you in the long term. Trust me. Because there'll be a lot of times that this would occur. I mean, this is just because of a pandemic, but imagine when you're going out of your parents' house, or when you're out there alone and with no friends, or you're going to a foreign country and all that, you need to pass time. So that's the message from Chaturanga. You should sleep better. Chaturanga can't sleep better, so you should. And Jivaka,
on my behalf.
On his behalf.
Sleep on my behalf. Sleep till.
But anything else that you guys want to add before we wrap up?
Yes. Enjoy the alcohols.
You can't show alcohol.
I
think we can show this form of it. Maybe.
Yeah, that's good. That's a very good brand. I think
but you all should
buy that brand.
You can't drink it though, I'm just saying.
Don't try to drink
All right. Okay, so until next time, hopefully by the next
Alright.
time we meet, it is behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a happy quarantine and a happy curfew.
Have a happy quarantine.
You're off.
Bye bye.
Hopeful for future. See you.
See you. All right, buddies. All right.
How long is this?
හරිද?
God knows how.
Tag ගියාද? ජීව?
ඈ?
Tag ගියාද?
නෑ එච්චරලා ගියේ නෑ. ටයිම් එක වැටෙන්නේ නෑ. කරන්න දෙයක් නෑ.